Hey guys, Rob here. Today's video, I've got two backpacks that I want to share with you guys. So these two backpacks are made by the same company, so they look very similar, but there's a difference is that we have the version 1 here, and then we have the version 2 that has a lot of different upgrades on it. So what I want to do is I want to go over why I purchased the version 2. But before we do that, I want to talk about version 1 and my experiences with it. So both the packs that I have here, this one and that one right over there, these are both made by a company called NatureHike. And no, they did not reach out to me and ask me to do these videos. I'm doing the videos here just because I've had great experiences with these here packs. I did purchase them with my own money, and I just want to share my thoughts, and maybe you guys are looking for a new pack or something like that. So let's go ahead and go over it. All right, so this pack right here, this is the NatureHike Rock 60. I'm gonna briefly go over it because I did do another video on this pack here years ago when I first bought it. All right, so this pack right here is a 60-liter roll top pack, and the weight is, I believe it's 2.5 pounds, and it is a framed backpack. And this is one of my favorite backpacks, and I do own some other backpacks. I've owned 3 different Ospreys, including the Atmos AG 65, and I've got some other packs as well. And this right here is more of a budget pack, both of these right here, but the quality is amazing. So a few months ago, I actually did a trip. I did the Ocean to Lake Trail, which is part of the Florida Trail System. I chose this here backpack over my other backpacks just because it's a bag that I've put hundreds of miles on. It's a bag that I can trust. Not that I'm saying that there's anything wrong with the other packs, but this right here gave me the capacity that I was looking for that trip, as well as the lightweightness of the pack here. It's a lot lighter than that Atmos AG. And as far as my base weight goes for that trip, I had this thing at 17.5 pound base weight. And then my total weight was, my starting weight, I should say, with food and water was 28 pounds, I believe. But what I ended up having to do on that trip was I had to carry massive amounts of water because there was hardly any water on the trail. So whenever I found water, I would just stash it. So I ended up carrying about 40 to maybe 43 pounds worth of gear the entire way. So this bag is very special to me because I did complete that whole trip in 73 hours. It turned out to be 67.13 miles, and I did it in 3 days, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And I had no issues with the pack at all. I wasn't sore from it or anything like that. So moving back onto the features here, mesh pockets on the side. We've got shock cord, or actual cordage here. So that way you can put your trekking poles or any kind of gear, tripods and stuff like that, which is what I had to use. Really thick waist padding here, and the shoulder straps are nice and wide. And one of my favorite features about this here pack was this mesh part. Really wide, nice, and stretchy here. I was able to get a lot of gear in here, as well as like my daily food supply. So whatever I was eating for the day, I would put here, and as well as trash and stuff like that. My second favorite thing about this pack is how this thing snaps open. So I'd put all my water purification stuff in there, my Sawyer and stuff like that. Canuck water bladder would go in there, and then I could just clip this in here, and everything was nice and secure. And I like that because it separated all my water stuff from the rest of my gear, and I knew where it was every time. Quick, easy access, just pull it out and you're good to go. So that's about all I'm gonna go over on this pack for right now. Let's go ahead and bring in the new pack. All right, so moving on, we have the new pack right here, and this is called the NatureHike Rock 60 2.0. And they do make this pack in different sizes, and there's an option to get it in like a khaki, like white kind of color with blue straps. Really nice looking color. And I thought long and hard about which color to get, and ended up ultimately going with this one here. As both these packs are budget packs. This one right here, I paid $100 for this pack, and I think the price is still $100. And then this one right here was $130, $140 after taxes and stuff like that on Amazon. And this pack right here is a 60 liter, but it is bigger than my old 60 liter because they make a large version and a medium version, where this is just a little bit shorter. However, I think the capacity on this bag, even though they say it's 60 liters, it feels like more. It feels like it's at least a 70, maybe even like an 80 or a 90. This bag has a lot of room in it, I'm not gonna lie. So as far as the weight goes, this bag is right at 3 pounds. So a little bit heavier than this one, but that's only because I opted for the large version. This has a longer torso length, non-adjustable straps here, This one right here doesn't have any adjustment for the torso length. And this is a shorter torso and this fits me comfortably, but this one fits me even better because the load lifters actually pull the strap off my shoulders, which is the way it should be. So it actually feels really, really comfortable. So the reason I opted for this new version here is, for one, I absolutely love that pack there. I put a lot of miles on there and it's been really comfortable. So when I randomly found out that they made a version 2 of this pack, I said I absolutely have to buy that. It's because later at the end of the year, I'm planning on a 2-week section hike of the Florida Trail going Nobo. And I wanted to have just slightly more capacity, slightly more features. That way I can carry a bigger food supply for longer distances than this one right here. And my typical gear loadout size is around 30 liters worth of gear. So if I add food and stuff like that for a longer trip, then obviously we're gonna bring this up a little bit higher. Later in the year, it's going to be a little bit colder, so I'll probably have a sleeping bag in here as well. So that's also too kind of why I wanted to have this bag as well. Right now, the way you guys see this bag right here is my full loadout. There's actual gear inside of here, all my backpacking stuff. And this one right here is just stuffed with my sleeping bag and just miscellaneous stuff, just so that way you guys can see how the pack looks at full capacity. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these bags side by side and we'll go over the differences here. So let's start with the front. Both mesh pockets. We've got both of these here as well. The differences with the pocket here in the front is that if we undo this here, we actually have another pocket sewn in. So now we have a secondary compartment, whereas this bag right here only has one pocket, one deep pocket. This has 2 deep pockets. So I really like that they included that there. It just, I don't know, it just makes it so much better. And then on the bottom here, what we have is a compression strap here, so you can store gear down here. Any type of maybe foam sleeping pad or whatever you can put down here. This bag doesn't have any of that. As far as the compression straps for the top here, I'll buckle these in real quick so you guys can see. So we actually have a thicker strap here for the compression straps on the top, whereas the old version only has this cord here, which I actually like the cord better in my opinion. It's just really easy to cinch down and I've never had any issues with it. Never had this loop come out or anything. I don't pull it from there. You shouldn't even be yanking on that, honestly. You just grab the rope and just pull it and it's good. But I like this one better. So right here on the side, we've got nice pockets, and the pockets are actually angled down on this new pack here, and that's that way you can get your water bottle a lot easier. And I'm a big fan of that. I like how they did that. And we have a shock cord compression strap right here, and that's so that way you can cinch this pocket down to help secure all your gear, or you can cinch it closed like that. And it's really nice. It's all one-handed operation. You can get your water out of there nice and easy. I like that. The old pack doesn't have that. It's just got this straight across pocket, which I did find to be difficult sometimes to get your water and stuff in and out. And as well as like my grill, it would catch, the bottom on the grill is actually like a rubber coating to keep it from slipping, and it would catch on this fabric right here, and it would be hard to kind of get it in there. I did have some issues getting gear in and out of here, but still wasn't a game breaker or deal breaker for me. But I do like that they changed the pockets on the new version. Really, really like that. So on the side, we have the compression straps right here, and they actually snap out. So they're adjustable and they can come out. And we got 2 clips. So we got one low down here, and then we have another one high at the top. On the new version, they do have cordage here. It's a lot thinner than the old version. And we've only got one clip on this side, and that's it. So there's no unclipping it like we can do here. That's it, it's stuck there. So I like this version better, and I'll probably mod this somehow to where I can unsnap it and snap it back in. I really did like having the feature of this here. And They did upgrade the clips here for the roll top. Much better clip design, I think. So on this side of the pack, everything is the same, except for we have a side pocket right here, right next to where the mesh goes. So now we can actually get into our bag, get to our gear and stuff like that without having to take the top and undo this, which is really, really handy. It's only on one side. I wish they did it to the other side. It would make getting gear in and out a lot easier if you had to quickly grab something, but they only put it on one side, probably to save weight. All right, so now if we turn the bags around and we go to the back side here, you guys can see we have a totally different design on the actual back paneling here. This design right here, there's an opening right here, kind of let your back vent out. That actually works really well. And when the breeze comes through and your back is sweaty, you feel great. This new bag doesn't have that. It's a much closer fit. And the padding right here for your lower spine area, it protrudes out a lot. You guys can see right there, whereas this one doesn't. This one feels more like my Osprey Talon 33 when I'm wearing that, which is extremely comfortable. And I thought I was not gonna like the fact that the back padding sits right on your back. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because here in Florida it gets so hot, it's humid, and it's just gonna make sweating a lot more uncomfortable, you know, with your back. But I did do a short day hike. I did about 3.5 miles, I think, with this pack already, fully loaded with food, water, everything. And I actually found that it was very comfortable. I didn't have any issues with the sweat or anything like that on my back, which I was surprised by. So on the shoulder straps here, don't mind this. This is my camera tripod for when I hike. There's a pocket on this one. There's no pocket on this one. So I liked having this because I'd put my bear spray in here. It's just a nice, easy way to access that bear spray if I needed it. I'll probably make something for this bag here. I know that they sell sleeves and stuff for water bottles and stuff like that, but I have a sewing machine and I have materials left over, so I'm probably gonna make my own custom one for my bear spray to go right here. What else? This pack right here, the load lifters, it does have load lifters, but there's not like a lot of space there. So when you're wearing it, it's like this, and then if you pull a load lifter down, it does pull the pack in close to you. But this bag, because it's a taller bag, it really does, like, look at that gap there. It really does help with having the longer torso on this bag here for getting that backpack nice and close up to you. All right, so there is another feature with the upgraded version here that's inside the pack. It does have a hydration bladder sleeve built into it on the inside, which is nice because you can stick other things in there that you want to separate from the rest of your gear, or you can use a hydration bladder if you choose to, whereas the old version doesn't have anything. All right, so let's talk about the waist strap. So we'll undo both of these here. So as far as the clips go, this one right here has just one band on it, and no issues with that at all. This newer one has like this cross band, if I can get it. So you guys can see right there, it's like this cross design here, and then we have this. And I will say that I find it a little bit annoying, to be honest with you guys, so far that I've had the pack, that it's got these, it's like 3, and if you take your pack off or you're going to put it on, now you're having to fiddle with it, undo this, get this loose end out of the way, figure out which orientation is supposed to be in, and then you snap it in. It does eat up a little bit of time, whereas the old design just had the one wide strap. Just snap it in and you're good to go. And then as far as the pockets go, we've got basic zippers here. Decent sized pockets on the old design. The zippers are non-waterproof. They're just regular pockets, and the zippers are all the way on the back instead of being on the front, which is kind of weird. You got to get used to that. Whereas the new design, we've got what I think is a larger pocket, comes out more. It's like more like rectangle-ish, whereas these are kind of oval. And we do have what appears to be waterproof zippers, and they're extremely smooth. I mean, you can do that all day, even when you're wearing the pack. Opens up. Whereas with the Osprey packs, they're annoying. I mean, if you own an Osprey, you know what I'm talking about. You got to use 2 hands to get the pockets open or to close them. All right, guys, so last thing we're gonna do here is I'm gonna try on the pack. That way you guys can kind of see how it looks on me. And like I said, this pack right here is just filled up with like pretty much like a couple pillows and stuff like that, like some clothing, just to simulate its fullness here. Nice and comfortable. Feels really, really good. All right, so now let's try on my new pack here. It is a little bit squeaky, but I'm sure that will go away once I wear the pack in, get it broken in. And one more thing I forgot to mention is that we do have a whistle and a sternum strap on the new pack. The old version does not have that. So this is how the pack looks on me. So it feels really good. Doesn't even feel like I have anything on, even though this is fully loaded. I can go camping right now with this bag. And yeah, it feels great. It feels great. Let me show you guys up close here how easy it is to get into the zippers here. Just really, really nice. So the new pack feels absolutely fantastic to me. It feels really, really comfortable. I'm really glad that I made this this purchase here. All right, guys, we're gonna end this one here. And if you guys can, if you enjoyed it or anything like that, do me a huge favor and just hit that thumbs up for me. It really helps with the algorithm. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. So till next time, guys, hope to see you on the trail. Peace.